Huh? What's this I see? 10,000 views? Okay, maybe a sequel is needed. Alright guys, I usually don't make videos like this, but I decided to do it for this one time. Maybe I'll do it again for another video, who knows. But today, we're going to be going over even more forgotten Piggy skins. Some that are probably even more obscure than the last. Just like last time, I have a handful of skins we're going to talk about, and I have 2 questions for the skin. Does the skin hold up nowadays? And does the skin deserve to be forgotten? So, and just like last time, we're going through regular purchasable skins, but we have one wild card thrown in there we'll get to at the end. Other than that, let's hop right in, shall we? So, Pandy. One of the most hated skins in the entire game. Which I just don't understand at all. This is definitely not one of the most outdated skins in the entire game. This is definitely a great looking skin. Me when I'm sarcastic. Yep, I can definitely see why nobody uses the skin. Like, at all. Nobody does. Let's start off with the design. The design, I hate to say it, it's atrocious. That's all I'll say. The design is very, very bad. This is the most early 2020 Piggy skin I've ever seen. That head model does not hold up in any way, no matter how you slice it. At least with other early 2020 Piggy skins, like Doggy, at least Minitoon decided to give Doggy, like, a muzzle at least. Pandy doesn't have anything at all. All she has is just a giant black dot as a nose. No muzzle, nothing. What about the rest of her design? Oh, it's still bad. It's just another basic long dress Piggy skin, along with one single stick of bamboo that looks like a green boom whacker. What about audio? I will say, the audio is very 2020 sounding. And actually, fun fact, Pandy shares her theme with OL and Billy's original design. So yeah, that's pretty neat. But I will say, I've always liked Pandy's jump scare sound. I don't know why, it just sounded neat to me. And I will say, back in 2020, I did kind of see a lot of people using the skin. It's probably just from my personal experience, but yeah. So, does the skin deserve to be forgotten? Absolutely, yes. Super outdated, and I can see why nobody uses it. And does the skin hold up well in modern day? No, not at all. It doesn't. Just look at it. I'm sorry, but Pandy, easily one of the worst skins in the game. I definitely see why nobody uses her at all. Moving on. Badgie. Another very outdated skin. But he is better than Pandy, I will say that, and I do have a little bit of a soft spot for this one. The biggest issue I think people have with the skin is just the way it looks. Like the arm. The arm is just... it doesn't blend well with the rest of the skin. I know that's what Minitoon was intending, but it doesn't really blend well. It doesn't really mix well with the rest of the skin. Maybe if you could have added like green veins onto the rest of Badgie's body to like show that the acid arm is like connecting with him. I don't know. But other than that, the arm doesn't look very good. The design is also pretty outdated because he still has the old Peppa Pig cheeks. And the outfit is really lacking nowadays. Just single shirt, pants, and one red tie. That's it. Now I will say Badgie Blue, the blue alternate skin, it does a better job with Badgie. But out of all Badgie skins, his alternate skin from Season 1, definitely the best version of Badgie. But I don't downright hate the skin, I like it a little bit. Because he just reminds me of classic OG Piggy, back when Plant was the newest chapter, all that. It was just nice. It brings back some pleasant memories that will probably never happen again. But overall, does Badgie deserve to be forgotten? Not exactly, because he is pretty iconic in my opinion, but I definitely see why people don't use him at all. And does he hold up well nowadays? I'm sorry, but no. He's very outdated. This skin has not been changed at all since 2020, and you can really tell. You know, I don't think I've ever talked about the OG Clowny before, and it kind of sucks that I haven't, because Clowny, he's cool. I like him. In fact, he's one of my favorite Book 1 skins. Clowny is the most OG Piggy skin out there in terms of changes. What I mean by that is that Clowny has not been changed at all since he came out in 2020. He has not been touched at all. He just came out in 2020 and has been left exactly like this ever since. And for a 2020 Piggy skin, in my humble opinion, Clowny does hold up pretty decently now. So Clowny's design, back then, it was pretty detailed, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely not as detailed as most skins now, but still had quite a bit to him back then. His theme, I liked his theme a lot back then, and I still like it nowadays. I think it fits him really well. And probably my favorite thing about the skin is the jump scare. I love this jump scare animation. 6 years later, I still love it. The way he spins, does an entire 360 in his jump scare and hits you with the mallet, that's super cool. And I love his jump scare sound too. The laugh is just very satisfying to the ears. I think the reason why people don't like Clowny, or don't use him like at all, is because he was from the Carnival map, everyone's least favorite map except for noobs. And that just sucks because Clowny's one of my favorite Book 1 skins. I like him a lot. He's just a good, classic Piggy skin, one of the most classic Piggy skins out there. And he deserves a lot more love. So, does Clowny deserve to be forgotten? No, absolutely not. Clowny is very OG, he's somewhat outdated, but he still deserves a lot more love because of how iconic he is. But does he hold up nowadays? Ever so slightly. I think his jump scare animation is really carrying him though. But I still like him a lot, and I will go out of my way to play as him. Oh, Giraffy. I never see this guy at all. Like, ever. Which sucks, because I'm actually a fan of Giraffy. I like the skin. Now, Giraffy's design, it's pretty 2020-ish, but it's still good. It still replicates a giraffe, like, decently. He's yellow, he's got the brown spots, and I don't know, I just think it's nice. I just like the design. It's simple, but it's still good. His animations, pretty stiff, pretty basic, pretty common for 2020 Piggy skins. However, I will say, the best part about the skin, in my opinion, is the audio. I love his theme. His theme's called The Giraffe and the Hippopotamus in Roblox, I think. But it's so good. I love how intense it gets sometimes. Like you can feel the music getting like more intense as it goes on. And I absolutely love his jump scare sound. I don't even know, it doesn't really replicate a giraffe that much in my opinion, but it does sound pretty cool, and I do like it a lot. He's all like, rah, 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 rah. But I don't know, I've always liked the jump scare sound. So yeah, Giraffy, he's pretty nostalgic. He does remind me of 2020 Piggy a lot, but does he hold up nowadays? The design is okay, but animation-wise, not really. But I do like the theme and the audio, even though it probably wouldn't hold up super well nowadays. But does Giraffy deserve to be forgotten? Well, his character isn't super forgotten, so why should the skin be forgotten either? That's all I'll say. Now, if you've seen previous Drew PK3 videos, you'll know what my favorite skin is. It's this one right here on screen, Ghosty. Yeah, I know Ghosty's my favorite Piggy skin, but I don't really see that many people use her. Even a lot of other people discuss that. They say that Ghosty's pretty forgotten. And in my humble opinion, I can see why a little bit. Now, Ghost's design, it's really good. It's really cool for a 2020 Piggy skin. She's got no legs and she's transparent too. But her animations, her walk animation is basically nothing. It's extremely still. That's because she actually shares her walking and jump scare animation with Soldier. But she just has invisible legs and you can't see them moving. And just like Soldier, her jump scare animation is kind of basic. But she is still my favorite skin. I love her a lot. Like I said before, that's because me in 2020, I thought if a ghost skin was added to Piggy, it would be called Ghosty. And then a couple months later, Ghosty gets added. That's basically it. And back then, she was my favorite skin, and she still is nowadays. Even though it's kind of a stupid reason to have a favorite Piggy skin. And I'm also very happy she got an alternate skin. That did her so much justice. So, does Ghosty hold up nowadays? Not necessarily, but still, she's pretty unique for what she is. And does she deserve to be forgotten? No, absolutely not, because she was paired up with Badgie in the same update, and people haven't really forgotten Badgie either. So, why forget about Ghosty? That's all I have to say about my favorite skin. Moving on. So, Reindesa. Yep, that's it, Reindesa. So, her design, yes, it is very basic, but it is cute. She's got tiny little Christmas lights on her antlers, and she has a candy cane as a weapon, so that's pretty neat. More than that, this skin is fairly basic, but not that bad by any means. I actually think this skin is pretty neat for how it was when it came out in 2020. But, unfortunately, she is one of the weaker extra skins, and she was so much better when her alternate skin came out during the advent calendar. So, Reindesa is a classic extra skin, but not necessarily a great one. Not saying she's bad, because I will take her gladly over quite a few skins. but she doesn't hold up the best nowadays. So does the skin deserve to be forgotten? Not necessarily. I do think she's neat for what she is, but my opinion, normal Dessa is better, and her alternate skin is way better. Way, way better. And does it hold up nowadays? Not really. I hate to say it, but I mean, she is fairly basic, but still not terrible. Just she could have been done a little bit better, and that's exactly what they did with her alternate skin. But for now, she's just okay. Torture was at one point the most expensive skin in the game, costing 550 Piggy tokens. But now, there's skins that cost like 700 tokens, 1,000 tokens like Sparky, and Torture kind of looks a little bit more of a joke compared to some of the other ones. But that's only talking about him sitting next to other of the more expensive skins. But Torture himself is still pretty cool. He's a 2020 Piggy skin, but a pretty good one at that. He's got a unique design, he's got a cool gas mask, a yellow fit, and a flamethrower, which is really cool. His animations make him look pretty serious, the way he just marches forward. And his jump scare animation is cool too, where he just burns you with his flamethrower. And his theme, I like his theme quite a bit actually. I think it's like a violin, it's pretty intimidating, gets like way more intense as it goes on, and I like that. I like themes like that. Torture is a pretty OG skin, but he's one of the OG skins that has aged very well. He's still a treat to play as nowadays. So, does Torture deserve to be forgotten? No, absolutely not. He's aged very well. And does he hold up nowadays in 2026? Yes, he does. But there are a few skins that are better than him. Actually, quite a few. But still not bad by any means. Soldier, on the other hand, does not hold up as well as Torture. Let's start off with the negatives first. First of all, he still has the Peppa Pig cheek, he still has the old glass head from 2020. His animations are really basic, and that's really the cons I have with him. However, there's quite a few things I like about him. His design is unique. I'm happy they just didn't make him a full-on, like, clean soldier, but instead he has a burn scar on the side of his face, or head in general. That's cool. And I also like his theme too. It's slowed down military drums, but it still sounds like really cool. And his jump scare sound. His jump scare sounds really cool too. Sounds like he's saying, no! But I like it. I like the audio. The audio on the skin is pretty good. And despite the basic animations, the design is pretty nice. Maybe if they just went back, changed his head material, and got rid of the cheek, then he would look cleaner. But for now, 6 years later, he still looks like this. But that's not terrible. Just, he could be a little bit better. So, does Soldier deserve to be forgotten? Not necessarily. I do think he's still pretty cool for what he is. And he's not terrible for a cheaper skin costing like 300 something Piggy tokens. But does he hold up well nowadays? The only thing that's keeping him back from that is just the outdated design. Just update his design a little bit more, and then he'll probably still hold up. But for now, he doesn't really hold up that well. But he can be so much better if his design was just updated. Now here's the wild card of the batch. We got Carver. Now you might be wondering, Drew PK3, in your other Forgotten Piggy Skins video, you'd only be talking about purchasable skins. Yes, I did say that, but in the wise words of Minitoon himself...
Okay, Carver, super underrated.
Super underrated.
Super underrated.
And this clip from MA348's livestream.
Who's Carver? People don't even know who Carver is.
So, I already went into depth on my season skins ranking why I love Carver so much, so go watch that for a more detailed breakdown. But Carver, super underrated, nobody talks about him, and it sucks because I love him a lot. He's one of my favorite skins in the entire game in my opinion. Good design, great theme, really cool gimmick where his eyes glow up brighter and brighter, and his pumpkin cracks more and more. So, Carver is definitely a hidden gem within Piggy Skins. Nobody talks about him, which sucks, because he's super cool. But does Carver deserve to be forgotten? No, absolutely not. Just everything he does is awesome. Even the leaf trail leaves behind is awesome. And does he hold up nowadays? Yes, definitely. He's a classic season skin, and you can't really go wrong with him. And I am done preaching. And that was Piggy skins that time forgot. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I certainly enjoyed making this one. And it felt nice to talk about some good classic Piggy skins for once. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little sequel video to my Forgotten Skins video. It's probably not going to do as well as the first, but oh well. So yeah, that's about it. I'm DrewPK3, and I am out of here.